Hello, it's Linda K. Black. This is The Secrets to a Happy Marriage. Okay, this is number 7. You have to look at a little bit of each one. But the other day I interviewed some people. In fact, I saw a young man by the name of Adam. It's time for him to get married. I was trying to give him advice on how to look for a wife. And you need to find somebody that believes like you believe. If you believe in God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, you need to marry somebody who believes the same thing. Okay? And you should have a lot of things in common. Like I said before, that man that did a seminar at First Assembly, he said that he and his wife went to Disneyland, listen to the music, every Friday night. And he went with her to the ballet because she liked the ballet. They go with each other places. You need to put your husband first or your wife first. You put each other first over your friends. That's important. But what I heard the other day, this lady was telling me, she was called the 3 C's. Compromising, communication, and caring. If you're going to marry somebody, care. Don't be mean to them. Decide, we're going to be together the next 30, 40, 50 years. Let's be nice to each other. Like a teamwork. It's teamwork. I was going to do that, a book called After the Honeymoon is Over by Pat Boone. I was going to have a men's group before COVID started and all that, and I was going to have a men's group. And tell the young men, it's best if they get married, have children, and raise their children and have grandchildren. But I think we need to keep, the way to save America is put families back in. Families. We need dads to be good dads. And all these kids, they need to have a dad. I knew this one guy, his little boy, he told his little boy, you don't have to obey your stepfather. No, he needs to obey the stepfather. It'd be good. Because the stepfather is raising him. And but if the kids are being told, you don't have to listen, that's not right. They need to respect each person, but caring and compromising and communicating. You have to communicate. Okay, this lady was telling me that. She was saying the first 5 years are kind of hard, but once you learn all that, that's good. You work it all out. Maybe it takes a while. And to love each other. I know one time one of my pastors, and he told everybody, the whole church, but he was a pastor of the church, and he had a new choir director, and he was a very nice minister, and he trusted everybody. He just met this man. He let him come into the church, and he let him leading this singing. And after the first service, that man, he goes to Brother Foreman, and he says, that woman on the left over there, she's a real troublemaker. And you know what he said? I know, she's my wife. But anyway, but he told everybody. But I know, he was good to his wife, and she was good to him. I remember when they got pregnant for the 3rd time, and she cried, and he said, no, maybe you'll have a girl this time, and she did. In fact, through the years, I was a preschool teacher for a lot of years, like 40 years, but all the parents that I had taught their kids, most of them had 2 kids, but the parents, a lot of them told me they wish they would have had 3 kids. They wish they would have had 3 kids. And that would have been nice. They wish they would have trusted God, okay? And but sometimes I run into people, there's 3 kids, and I'll talk to one of them. They're grown up. I say, you know what? I had a teacher at BC. He said, everybody that's the firstborn, sit here. A middle children, sit there. And the young ones, sit there. And the teacher says, so I have a book here. It's worth $1,000. And somebody wants to donate to one of the students here. And so, the ones firstborn would say, I want it, I want it. And the middle children would say, I'll take it if you bring it to me halfway. I'll meet you halfway. And the youngest would say, if you want me to have it, you bring it to me. Okay? So who are you in the family, But you need to, parents should treat the children equally, for real. But the youngest ones have it easier, I think. Okay? They used to say most lawyers and doctors are firstborn, But anyway, just trust God and pray that God will help you find the right person to marry, okay? Ask God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit to help you find the one. And I tell people, I know my cousin, he met his wife at church, and they've had a wonderful marriage, and they loved each other all these years. But at one time, I told somebody, you should at least go together for a year. I get to really know them, so you're not surprised. But when you're older, maybe go ahead and get married earlier. In fact, one of my friends, she married, and I cried, and I said, don't get married. And she said, Linda, if I make a mistake, nobody will ever know it. Nobody will ever know it, because she'll try. She will really try. But that's what's important. You try. And with God's help, you can do it. I know some people say, like my friend Charlotte, her mom and dad would think, well, what would God do? And they always thought of the marriage, how God would want it, okay? And most important thing, you be true to each other. But a lot of people, they mess up, but sometimes I think it's best just forgive and forget. Forgive and forget, And a lot of people say, yeah, forgive. And then Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, when they're angry, they never went to bed mad. They forgave each other. I always had read that I guess in my day, I'm 76 years old. I had a stroke 3 years ago, so my speech isn't that good. But I keep trying. But I hope every person finds the right person. And being married is hard work. And raise your kids. And as you raise your kids, you learn more and more and more. Okay? And this generation can't go from people to people to people to people to people. You need to find someone you would like to spend your life with, and you be nice to them. And they should be nice to you. Okay? Okay, I'm praying for you, praying for everybody. I'm praying for America and praying for the world. Okay? Praying for everyone. And God bless you. Okay, bye.